Hi, Sarah here with another process video today. I have this music card kit which I'm sending to my friend Katie. Hi Katie! And I'm just going to do a bit of a process video of how to put together the card. So in the kit we've got the names which are split into several little baggies just so that it's easier to find the name so you don't have to go through lots and lots of pieces. And also I've separated the music notes into a few pieces as well so that you can find the right ones for each card. So here we've got the fine line of glue, which works great for the score part of the music notes that I'll be doing in a second, and some also some adhesive tape, but you could also use just PVA glue. The only thing is that sometimes on black cardstock adhesive can show up. This glue in the little bottle is matte adhesive, so it doesn't really show up on black cardstock too badly because there's no shine to it. However, it does show up on the silver notes and the words, but you can just sort of buff it off with a bit of tissue and it just comes straight back off again. So here I'm just taping the back of the white backing piece that goes behind the music notes. So this piece goes down first. With the cards, they're cut to perfect shape, so you can just fold them and they match up perfectly. Now this is made using a cut file from Silhouette Studio, so I'll leave a link of where you can purchase this cut file if you wanted to do so. There's different licenses depending on the use of it, and so if you were going to make them to sell, then you think you need a different license to if you're making them just to give away. So here I've added some fine line glue to the white card as well, just to make sure that the edges adhere as well as the centre of that piece of cardstock. Now here on some of them, but not too many, there are bits where it does stick. The die cut pieces are still stuck in, but they literally just fall out if you just take anything pointy like a pair of scissors and they just pop right out of the holes where they are stuck in. And here with the fine line adhesive, you just dot it down into all the spaces big enough to add it to. So I make sure that I get all the chunky note pieces, and then I make sure that all around the outside has all got adhesive, and then most other bits I add a few dots here and there so that nothing is sticking up. But with this fine liner, it makes it quite easy to add just thin slivers of adhesive to this, and then you just flip it over, and this sits inside the white background, and it literally just fits with like an even border all the way around the outside of that. And there, all I'm doing is just tidying up the edges. There was a couple of black fibres and then a little bit of glue, and I just used my scissors just to lift that up out of there. Now here next up is the silver notes. With these you could just put them straight down on top of the black ones, but what I did was just laid them slightly up and to one side to create a bit of a drop shadow behind the note and the treble clef. So here you can see I'm just rubbing off some of the, because it's a matte adhesive as I said, I'm just rubbing off some of the excess that goes on the top, but it does just come straight back off because this is silver and very smooth cardstock. It does just come right back off again, and that is just a scrap piece of cardstock that I'm using just to avoid getting too much glue from my hands or whatnot onto the card rather than press it down, because after a few cards you'll start to get adhesive on yourself if you're anything like me and a bit messy. So as you can see, all I'm doing is adding some glue and then sticking the notes down, and that is about it for that bit. And then the final stage is just the lettering, and what I've done with these is for each, for about a group of say 5 cards, I've put the letters together, but I've not put the whole lot together because the font that I chose is sometimes split into 2 or 3 parts. So if it's muddled up between 26 cards, then it's a lot of words to sort out. So they are split into groups, and then they've put in a little piece of card just saying what names are there, so you can just tick them off as you've done them and make sure that they're all there. And again, just using that fine line glue to stick those letters down, and on a bit of an angle as well, so it follows the flow of the notes upwards to one side. Excuse my head there. And making sure it's all stuck down. And here I come in again, just buffing up the letters and making sure there's no matte adhesive stuck to them, stopping them looking shiny. And that is it done. So you could do them one at a time or in batches, doing each part of the card one at a time that way. So thanks for joining me. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Bye!